So in this video, we're going to go through Cam's story. So Cam is based in the States and he's a product designer. When he came into the program roughly over a year ago, they were relying heavily on just a very few select people to provide their business with all the opportunity to stay afloat. And what Cam has been able to do over the space of the last year and a bit is really take his understanding of his market, the problem that he solves for them, and the result that he can help contribute towards, and load that into paid traffic and generate more than a 10 times return on investment. So that's literally making $10 for every dollar he spends in paid traffic. And that's what's provided him with the consistency to generate opportunity whenever they need it. So we're going to get stuck into Cam's story now. So enjoy. So welcome to the call, Cam. Thanks for your time. I'll just quickly get you to just introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do.
Sure. So my name is Cam Nielsen. I'm a partner at a small product design and development consultancy. So we focus on helping entrepreneurs take products and brands to market.
Nice. So take me through, Cam. I can't even remember off the top of my head how long you've been in the program for. It's over a year, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Year and a half, maybe?
So yeah, maybe like September. So a year and a few months. And I kind of got into it slower than I probably should have, but I've been persistent, and it's definitely started to pay some dividends.
Nice. So take
really
me through.
Got into it about 10 months ago.
Nice. I remember it was September from memory. So take me through where you guys were at when we first had that first call.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was pre-COVID, and we kind of been coasting on existing clients. Repeat clients have been coming back to us for 3 or 4 years. But I was just kind of getting frustrated with flat revenue and looking for ways to boost that. And so I saw your ad and I said, hey, maybe we could learn something from this. It seems like he's gone the path that we want to go. He's figured out how to get where we want to be. So I reached out and that's how we got started.
Nice. So in asking other people this, I've realized that this question's way too open-ended, but feel free to answer it however you want. But yeah, how have you enjoyed the experience in Profitable Designer so far? What elements of the program do you feel like have really benefited you the most?
I mean, this is kind of a cop-out, but I like all of it. I think having direct one-on-one time with you has been incredibly valuable and helpful and insightful, and just having kind of another person, another resource to bounce things off of, and so get out of your own head and kind of do that has been very helpful. The community's also been great, and just kind of seeing other people's successes and being able to try and help them too has been awesome. And I would say just obviously the content and the curriculum itself has been an awesome resource as well. So, if I really want to get something down, I can just go back anytime and watch it 5 times or whatever and take notes on it or whatever else. So I kind of all of it, to be honest.
Yeah, no worries. So kind of based on like what you've absorbed through the content and what you've practiced, like take me through like one of the biggest aha moments that you've had since being in the program.
I think there's 2 of them. The first one is sorry, let me start over. The first aha would be that you got to speak the language of your clients if you want to align with them and be considered to do business together. You can't use your language. You got to speak their language. And so I think that's the first big aha. And the second one is just kind of what you are talking about all the time, which is you got to serve impressions. And to me, I kind of relate that to that book, like the obstacle is the path. So it's like, you know what you got to do. You just stop resenting doing it. Just accept that you need to do it, because that's, if you want, that's what you got to do to get where you want to be. Then just accept it, embrace it, and do your best, and then that'll kind of unlock everything.
Nice. And obviously, like, serving impressions is, yeah, like we say, it's the most important thing, because from that, all understanding of whether we've got product market fit comes from the feedback. But like, you're obviously moving at a speed quicker than most designers do, because you're running paid traffic now on Google AdWords. So, and that probably ties in to kind of the next thing. But like, take us through the results that you've seen in implementing the thinking and the strategy. So I think you do know your cost per call off by heart, and like overall return on investment. So like take us through your kind of what the math looks like, and what it costs to get somebody on the phone. And
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, we kind of got started doing paid traffic about 10 months ago. And we've, just with a single layer of conversion tracking, it's basically enabled us to survive COVID exclusively on almost 100% new clients, and be positioned to grow revenue in the next 3 to 6 months. So honestly, it's single-handedly responsible for our survival, and like I said, being positioned to grow and boost revenue. In terms of numbers, like, we probably spent 6 or 7K on paid traffic over the last 10 months. And in terms of revenue, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's got to be at least 10x that, at least 70K from various projects.
nice.
So,
And
and that's just with V1, like, and kind of some minor adjustments. We haven't even made major adjustments other than increasing ad spend a little bit and making small adjustments.
nice. And I mean, that probably ties nicely into the next question as well, because like we've already chatted about this, but like, how has that changed the way that you look at your business moving forward? Because you're aware of a couple of numbers that not many people in the design space actually know are possible, which is, what does it cost on average to get a qualified sales conversation, and roughly what do I have to spend to get my next project? So take me through what knowing those numbers means for what you can think about the future, I suppose.
Sure. I mean, it really takes away a lot of the fear and the uncertainty, because that over time, as you serve more impressions and improve the quality of your content, that's only going to increase. It's just a matter of being persistent. So it takes away a lot of that, and so it gives you a light at the end of the tunnel in terms of achieving your dreams. And so it enables you to kind of maintain that vision even when a project can be challenging, or you hit some rough patches. It kind of, it's always there in your mind, where you still have that belief, knowing that you'll get there eventually.
Got it.
That's, to me, that I love that, because that knowledge is it's kind of like a good foundation for everything.
Nice. And you can see as well, like, because we're going to chat again on Monday, but like, there's just literally a couple of changes. Well, not even one's the major change that you're going to make this year is just increasing the ad spend, which is probably the only thing that has to be done there. And like we were chatting about, we're just going to the next level of reporting, aren't we, to figure out exactly what ads are bringing in sales. But like, you can see that you don't have to shift mountains to massively impact overall revenue. It's just about being smart with how we allocate our resources, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. Super exciting.
Nice, mate. Well, yeah, thank you again so much for your time, Cam. And yeah, we'll chat again on Monday.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries, mate.